So we're stuck under the mount, we want to get out. First of all, let's have a look at upper body control. I want to have, or what could be a bad scenario. The higher Mikhail gets in the mount, the more likely I am to get submitted. So I don't want to let his hips come higher. The more, there's two other things I don't want. I don't want my tricep exposed to Mikhail, because if he gets behind that tricep, he can work towards my back. Okay, so I want to make sure that this tricep always stays on, like facing more to the ground or outside of Mikhail. So I have a dilemma there. I want to block Mikhail's hips, but I want to make sure that I don't expose my tricep when I do that. A really common mistake I see people make, they push like this, okay? And then it's easy for Mikhail to clear the arm out of the way and start heading towards my back. When I block, I want to have my elbow bent and always have this elbow on the far side of the hip. So when Mikhail tries to take my back here, that's going to be much more difficult to do. Okay, so with our first frame, we're blocking there. With this hand, what I don't want is for the arm to get stuck above my head. So if Mikhail can underhook that, this is going to suck for me. Okay, so the way that we don't want to push is like this. If I push with my elbow flared, it's easy for Mikhail to get an underhook and open my arm out. I want my elbow tight to my ribs. Okay. Now, most people are over here, so I'll turn just so most people can see here. So I've got my right forearm blocking Mikhail going higher and the elbows on the outside. With this hand, I want to get it to the inside of the leg and start trying to flare Mikhail's knee out to open that out. Now, getting this elbow in, if you keep your knee tight, okay. I want to kind of shimmy my shoulders away, tuck my elbow, and then shimmy back, and I'll get my elbow to the inside of the thigh. It has to be on the inside, not the top. If you try to just jam your arm in, it kind of won't go there. You have to actually make the space, drop, and then come back. You find that arm can get in the right spot. Now the other thing I see it taught like this a lot. I personally don't prefer this way. I find if I put my hands together here, this is a weak, like keep your knees tight. This is a weak motion to open his knees out. Yeah. If I can turn more on my side and have my hand pointing out, this is a stronger action. So if Mikhail's trying to keep his knees tight and I can do this, I'm more likely to open space to start the escape. So just, it's the difference between doing that, which is kind of weak, compared to like that, which is a much stronger action. So I actually want to block, get my elbow in, and start working to open on this angle. Okay, don't worry about getting submitted here. As long as your elbow's tight, there's no real Americana. Obviously, if I was out here, I need to be worried, but here, no problem. Okay. All right. So that's the upper body battle. There's a battle going on for the leg positioning. So what I want to get with my legs is inside leg positioning. I want my leg, my left knee past the line of Mikhail's ankle, like this. When you see here, there's nowhere Mikhail can put his foot that's safe now. Yeah, that keeps it from not being able to be trapped. What Mikhail wants to do is tends to want to put his foot underneath my leg. Okay, now I can't trap that at all. So if we go back, the way I try to get this first, I have to try to get my leg flat. Once it's flat, it's very hard for Mikhail to hide his foot. My next aim is to bring my knee past the line of the foot. So I can block, hip escape, and now my knee is past the line of the foot. I've trapped his ankle now. Now, do whatever you want with that foot, Mikhail, try and hide it. Like, I'm gonna be able to come over and scoop that foot up. Yeah, so that's what we're working towards. Once we've got that, we can square up and finish with frame. So I want to hip out and get like one leg blocking, my arm blocking, facing Mikhail. So don't stop when you just trap this. This is like not that good of a position yet. I need to hip out, frame, and get facing Mikhail and have good positioning. So let's go through that again. I'm going to block the hips with my forearm. I'm going to tilt away and get my elbow to the inside of the knee, hand flared out. Now Mikhail's got inside space with his feet, so I need to find a way to flatten my leg out. So I get off the leg by flattening my leg. If you need a hip escape, you can track that a bit. If you need a hip escape to do that, then you need to, that's fine. Okay. Now that I'm here, I want to work. I block the leg and hip away until my knee beats the line of the ankle. Scoop over the top, catch the leg, curling nice and tight. All right, now I just want to get this knee back in and face Mikhail. So I tend to like lift up and scoot, and now from here I can hip out and get my legs back into good frames. Let's have a go at that, guys. Go 3 minutes each with your partner. 3, 2, 1. Reaction. Okay, so we're gonna try to base the way we escape depending on how Mikhail reacts. If I do the same thing, but he keeps heavy on this side, so I get my inside control, blocking the hip, my knee comes to the inside, but Mikhail stays really heavy on this leg, right? So watch what happens. I get to here, stay heavy, and I start trying to like scoop that and trap that, and it's very difficult. Okay, so he has to choose, like if his weight's pretty evenly distributed, like a little more here, I'll probably be able to trap the leg and continue that escape. So he has to be really heavy on that leg, which means this one is light. So we're gonna attack this one. Okay, so all I'm gonna do, I push my lower back into his calf as I hip escape. So I go like this. Yeah. See how I've opened the leg up, my inside leg comes through, and I now have, this is a good leg positioning. You might not know what this is if you're new to Jiu-Jitsu, but now it's a great position to attack the legs or try to sweep and get on top from here. Okay, so we're gonna work that, but I'm gonna make it a little more difficult for our entry as well. So first of all, I'll just go through that again. Mikhail's heavy, so if you're the partner and you're not heavy on this leg, this one won't work. Okay, so you gotta actually be really heavy on the leg that they're trying to attach to. I get my knee inside, it's not working. I scoop with my lower back into the calf, and my legs come in. Now I've taught this a lot, and the most common mistake people make is they escape their hips, which is not wrong, but you won't get the good leg positioning that we want. So if I just escape my hips past, like I can do this, right? And my hips are out. I'll never get to his leg now. Okay? I might get in it. It still could potentially squash me, but I'm out of the mount, but it's not so good. Okay, so I don't want my hips coming past, like through this gap. I actually want my hips still below the line of his leg. Look at my hips when I do this. So here, Carl's being heavy on this leg. I scoop my hips out. I'm still below the line of the leg. We come back. We get ourselves in single leg X. Come up. Now just to make it a little bit more difficult, with the leg battle, this time Mikhail's going to cross his feet. So we're talking about getting our knees to the inside space to escape. When his legs are crossed, I can't get the inside space, so I have to have a strategy to deal with this. And this requires just like a good dexterity that you develop. The more you train Jiu-Jitsu, the more your feet learn to become more like your hands. You get to feel like exactly what's going on. But I want to take my left foot and trap it onto Mikhail's left foot. So kind of like opposite, because I'm facing up, he's facing down, that becomes opposite sides. Once I get his heel, when I find that, keep your feet crossed. When I find that heel, I can kick and free that. Immediately, my other leg will pummel underneath and flatten. Once that's flat, very hard for him to cross his feet underneath again. But if you go to like hip escape, he will shoot under and you're back to the start again. So you have to kick, once you free this, flatten your leg and keep it flat. Do not let it recover. So that means I'm going to be escaping on this side. Getting to here, Mikhail keeps heavy on that leg. I'm going to scoot away, shoot my legs in, go single leg X. You don't have to do the finish. The more advanced people go for it. Right, do it, Mikhail. I'm in mount, I cross my feet. Mikhail's going to find my heel, and he's going to kick it off to open my feet. Flattens his leg, turns on his side, I stay heavy on that side. I put all my weight down. Now Mikhail's going to escape away. Hip's not coming direct. So keep the hip, your lower back pushing into my, yes, that's better. And then we can get back to the leg nice. Alright, let's go guys, 3, 2, 1.